Thank you for purchasing this all-new NordicTrack treadmill. Follow these steps to assemble your new commercial 2450, 1750, 1250, and LE treadmills. Step 1. Assembly tips. Assembly requires 2 people. Place all parts in a cleared area and remove the packing materials. Do not dispose of the packing materials until you finish all assembly steps. To identify small parts, see page 6 of the owner's manual. Assembly can be completed using the included tools. Keep the included tools. One or more of them may be needed to make adjustments in the future. Left parts are marked L or left, and right parts are marked R or right. Step 2. Pull the wire through the right upright. Make sure that the power cord is unplugged. Remove any ties securing the upright wire to the right side of the base. Next, identify the right upright. Locate the wire tie in the right upright. Tie the wire tie through the wire pull on the upright wire. Next, insert the wire pull and the upright wire into the right upright. Then pull the upper end of the wire tie until the upright wire is routed through the right upright. Do not untie the wire tie from the right upright yet. Step 3. Attach the ground screw. Remove the indicated screw from the right upright. Discard the screw. Locate the small ear on the grommet on the upright wire. Insert the ear into the square hole in the right upright, and then press the grommet into the square hole. Next, attach the ground wire on the upright wire to the right upright with a ground screw. Step 4. Attach the uprights. Have a second person hold the right upright on the base. Insert 2 3/8 by 3/4 inch screws and 2 3/8 inch star washers into the top of the bracket on the right upright, and partially tighten the screws into the base. Do not fully tighten the screws yet. Finish attaching the right upright with 2 additional 3/8 by 3/4 inch screws and 3/8 star washers. Do not fully tighten the screws yet. Attach the left upright in the same way. Note, there is not a wire on the left side. Step 5. Attach the handrail assembly. See the inset drawing. Untie the wire tie from the right upright. Next, have a second person hold the handrail assembly on the left and right uprights. Note, the handrail assembly has slots that fit over the locator pins. Attach the handrail assembly with 4 3/8 by 2 3/4 inch screws and 4 3/8 inch star washers. Start all 4 screws and then tighten them. Step 6. Connect the upright wire. See the inset drawing. Press the small latch on the connector on the upright wire, and remove and discard the wire pull. Then cut and discard the plastic tie securing the handrail wire. Next, connect the upright wire to the handrail wire. Important! The wire connectors should slide together easily and snap into place with an audible click. You must connect the wires properly for your treadmill to function properly. Then insert the connectors and the excess wire into the right upright. Step 7. Attach the handrail covers. Identify the right handrail cover, insert the front edge of the right handrail cover into the right side of the handrail assembly, and press down on the top of the right handrail cover until it snaps into place. Attach the left handrail cover in the same way. Step 8. Attach the console part 1. Remove the tag from the pivot plate on the console assembly. Next, have a second person hold the console assembly near the handrail assembly. Make sure that the console assembly is oriented so that the indicated hole is aligned with the locator pin. Next, insert the console wires downward through the round opening in the handrail assembly as you set the console assembly on the handrail assembly. Do not pinch the wires. Attach the console assembly with 2 5/16 inch by 3/4 inch screws. Do not fully tighten the screws yet. Step 9. Attach the console part 2. Rotate the console assembly so that it faces the opposite direction. Tighten 2 5/16 inch by 3/4 inch screws into the pivot plate. Start both screws and then firmly tighten them. Identify the left pivot cover. Attach the left pivot cover to the left pivot plate with an M4 by 16 mm screw. Do not over-tighten the screw. Step 10. Attach the console part 3. Rotate the console assembly back to its original position. Firmly tighten the two 5/16 inch by 3/4 inch screws that you attached in step 8. Then attach the right pivot cover to the pivot plate with an M4 by 16 mm screw. Do not over-tighten the screw. Step 11. Connect console wires and attach access cover. Rotate the console assembly to the position shown. See the inset drawing. Connect the console ground wire to the ground wire in the handrail assembly. Important, the wire connectors should slide together easily and snap into place with an audible click. You must connect the wires properly for your treadmill to function properly. Then carefully push all the wires into the handrail assembly and attach the access cover with two number 8 by 5/8 inch screws. Do not over-tighten the screws. Step 12. Attach the latch crossbar. Raise the frame to the position shown. Important, have a second person hold the frame until step 14 is completed. Remove the two 5/16 by 1 inch screws from the latch crossbar. Then orient the latch crossbar as shown, with the "this side toward belt" sticker facing the treadmill. Attach the latch crossbar to the frame with the two 5/16 inch by 1 inch screws that you just removed and two 5/16 inch star washers. Step 13. Attach the storage latch part 1. Remove the 5/16 inch nut, the two 3/8 inch thrust washers, and the 5/16 inch by 1 3/4 inch bolt from the base. Note, if a 5/16 inch bushing comes out, reinsert it. Next, orient the storage latch as shown. Attach the storage latch to the base with the 5/16 inch by 1 3/4 inch bolt, the two 3/8 inch thrust washers, and the 5/16 inch nut that you just removed. Then remove the tie from the storage latch. Step 14. Attach the storage latch part 2. Remove the 5/16 inch nut and the 5/16 inch by 2 1/4 inch bolt from the latch crossbar. Next, align the storage latch with the bracket on the latch crossbar and insert the 5/16 inch by 2 1/4 inch bolt through the bracket and the storage latch. This will push out a spacer out of the storage latch. Discard the spacer. Note, if a 5/16 inch bushing comes out, reinsert it. Next, tighten the 5/16 inch nut onto the 5/16 by 2 1/4 inch bolt. Do not over-tighten the nut. The storage latch must be able to pivot. Then carefully lower the frame. Step 15. Tighten the upright screws. Firmly tighten the four 3/8 inch by 3/4 inch screws in the right upright. Repeat this step on the left side of the treadmill. Step 16. Slide the upright covers into place. Identify the right base cover. Slide the right base cover under the upright wire and onto the base. Make sure that the right base cover is under the upright wire. Repeat this step on the left side of the treadmill with the left base cover. Please note, there is not a wire on the left side. Step 17. Inspection. Make sure that all parts are properly tightened before you use the treadmill. Extra parts may be included. Place a mat beneath the treadmill to protect the floor. To avoid damage to the console, keep the console out of direct sunlight. Keep the included tools in a secure place. One or more of them may be needed to make adjustments in the future. Thank you for purchasing this NordicTrack treadmill.